Don't leave me hanging. It's go time.
Hey everybody, it's Josh, and we have another StarCraft 2 commentary brought to you by PokerDiscounts.com. On the left side of Scrap Station here, we have Darkshines. We just saw a game from him against Huck on my channel yesterday, and he did very well for himself, and his opponent today is Louder, the blue Terran over here on the right side of Scrap Station. And Louder, of course, is a member of Team Evil Geniuses. He was a professional player for StarCraft Brood War, and he is actually the owner-operator of GoSuCoaching.com. If you've never heard of it, go check it out. It's a bunch of pro players, a lot of the guys from Team Evil Geniuses like Louder, and even Sheth from Root Gaming. They coach you guys how to play StarCraft 2 better, and it's just a few dollars an hour. You get one-on-one tutorials, and it's really just a great service. And they are on Twitter at twitter.com/GoSuCoaching, and Facebook. They have a fan page, and all you have to do is search Gosu Coaching on Facebook or facebook.com/GoSuCoaching. And I actually run both of their Facebook and their Twitter accounts, so please make me happy and become a fan on Facebook. But anyway, here we go. The actual game is actually very interesting. Darkshines did send me a replay pack of about 10 games or so, and this one really stood out. It's got some really bizarre play. And not out of Louder, of course. He is going to do a very normal Terran thing, build a supply depot and barracks over here at the wall area, and then get a refinery up as soon as possible. But Darkshines, being a little bit crazy, just now getting a supply depot down because he spent his first bunch of minerals on these two barracks here on the right side of his main base. So why, do you ask, would he build his barracks way over here on the right side of his base when his ramp is over here? I don't know. Did you know that barracks can lift off? Because they can, and Louder knows that. However, he's probably not expecting any kind of weird shenanigans out of Darkshines. He probably doesn't even know who Darkshines is. I didn't until just yesterday, really. So Darkshines got his barracks up in the air, floating them on over to Louder's base. You can already see his landing area there, and Louder has not even looked over here with any of his SCVs, so he is going to be totally in the dark, ha ha ha, pun intended. And Louder is going to send his scouting SCV out after his barracks finishes. He is going to get that orbital command going right away, as well as getting a Marine on the field. Darkshines also getting his orbital command. Both scouts pass each other here, so Louder still not expecting anything out of the ordinary. Darkshines is cranking out 2 Marines from each of these barracks at the moment, still trying to work on his economy, getting more supply depots, and as soon as that orbital command finishes, he'll be able to drop a mule and fund his little experiment over here, dropping his barracks into Louder's base. So Louder finally arrives at Darkshine's base and has a look around. He sees no barracks, no gas, very few SCVs, only a couple of supply depots. He's probably a little bit worried at the moment. He's only got 2 Marines on the field. He's building a barracks, or a bunker rather, as soon as he sees there's nothing there. And Darkshines chooses this moment to move out with his first 4 Marines. What is he going to be able to do here against Louder? Darkshines also brought 2 SCVs along for the ride, not sure exactly why. Probably wanting to try and build some bunkers. However, Louder did a good job blocking that off. And now Darkshines running around with his Marines trying to kill as many SCVs as he can, but these SCVs with their drills just drill into the skulls of these Marines and kill them very easily. They get us around. The Marine has no chance, and Louder does have 3 Marines still alive to Darkshines 1. Darkshines still trying to run away with that 1 Marine. Won't be able to follow him forever. He does go down there on the side. However, 2 more pop out for Darkshines now, and he is getting outnumbered here. Even though he has 2 barracks, Louder has had straight production the whole time and has even been able to build a factory and get a Hellion out in the meantime. So Darkshines finally realizes this is going nowhere, lifts his 2 barracks back up and floats them on home. And now he has to respond because Louder has all the units and Darkshines has nothing except for SCVs. So he is going to build 2 barracks up at the top of his ramp, and Louder already on the move with that Hellion that we saw earlier and the 2 surviving Marines. So is he going to be able to do anything with this retaliation? I'm not sure. However, the starport is coming up for Louder, so Louder, by surviving that and not losing really anything important, is able to pull way ahead on tech and get a starport up, while Darkshine still does not even have a factory. And this Hellion moving in, trying to kill some SCVs. This is actually a really dangerous move by Darkshines, moving all his SCVs toward that Hellion. However, they can kill a Hellion if they get us around, but the Hellion will be able to kill some SCVs if he does so. So 2 Marines coming in now, finally made for Darkshine's going to be able to try and fight off this Hellion. Louder drags the Marines to the back because he's got 2 Marines of his own entering through the front. So Darkshine's going to have to be really careful with these 2 Marines if he's not going to lose any SCVs. The SCVs do get a good surround on one of the Marines, take him out, and the second Marine goes down to SCVs. The Hellion exploding to the fire of 4 Marines. So Louder's retaliation really didn't do a whole lot either. killed just a Marine and like 2 SCVs. Darkshines really not that far behind anymore. If we check units, he's only 4 SCVs behind and actually has more Marines on the field. However, if we go to production tab, Louder is getting a second starport. He's already got a tech lab added on to his first one. He is pulling way ahead in the macro game. He is also dropping a command center here at his natural, and he is... What is he going to be doing from this tech lab? Making a Marine? I mean, a Raven or a Banshee. We will have to see. Saw some really good Raven use out of Darkshines actually yesterday against Huck. And Louder dropping a second tech lab here. Still not doing anything with this first starport. I guess he needs a lot more gas before he can really do anything. 2 Hellions of Louder sneaking in up here. He's going to be able to just park those. Actually scouting for a natural expansion, since he is throwing his own down. He maybe expects Darkshines to be doing the same. Instead, just going to park them here on hold position outside of his ramp, so he can instantly know if Darkshines starts to move down his ramp for just a small investment, 200 minerals here, and might even be able to kill some Marines with those 2 Hellions. But Darkshine's now catching up, get that factory up, and now a starport. He's got a reactor on one barracks and a tech lab on the other, cranking out Marines and Marauders. He's been pretty good with his orbital command energy, as you can see. Louder also doing very well with his, but now Louder getting Cloak for Banshees, and his first Banshee out, second Banshee out when that tech lab finishes, so Louder is going to have a big advantage if he can get those Cloak Banshees to do some damage on that mineral line of Darkshines. Does Darkshines know about these starports yet? He does not, so he probably will not be able to have the foresight to save up for scans. He might be in trouble if those Banshees arrive soon. He is making some Vikings now, so maybe he's just predicting some air aggression out of Louder and making a lot of Marines and Vikings to counter anything that Louder manages to throw at him. Louder does have his 2 gas up at his natural, doing just fine there, cranking out some SCVs. Oh, and the first Banshee from Louder is in, finally up to the mineral line of Darkshines. He's going to kill a Marine very quickly, and Oh, Darkshines had just enough energy to scan there. He was a little bit late dropping a mule, so he was fortunate to have a scan saved up, and Louder is going to back off with this Cloak Banshee, probably going to be able to send him home and get him repaired. That is a pretty large investment this early in the game to just lose a Banshee, so he's probably going to repair him up and get more Banshees on the field. 2 more already up, ready to go. A couple of Marines as spotters acting all around Louder's base. He is getting out another Banshee and adding a tech lab onto that barracks, getting another barracks up, and it looks like Louder actually did not repair that Banshee, which is kind of a... I don't know, man. I don't like that move. He knows that his Banshee's in the red. He's sending him home now, so maybe he is going to repair him. I don't know. I don't know. He's just going to leave him there, I guess. He doesn't even have enough energy to cloak, so if he goes now, he's just going to die. However, he does have 4 Banshees total now. The 3 remaining Banshees do get cloaked. However, 1 Marine able to kill that first Banshee incredibly quickly. 3 Marines, 4 Marines down now. 4 Darkshines. Darkshines does have a scan saved up. He's going to stim his Marines and try and kill off as many Banshees as he can. 2 Banshees go down, but look at all this blood splatter from the Marines. He's killed at least 9 Marines there. That Viking also chipping in. And here is another Banshee. There is a turret up for Darkshines. But the Banshee is in vision range, so he's going to have to back off if he's going to be able to keep attacking. This Viking's just going to sit on top of him. He is going to stay out of range of this turret and be able to keep hitting this refinery, but Banshees don't have infinite energy. Here you can see he's down to only 6 energy. Soon he'll be decloaked, and this Viking will be able to just finish him off. And there it goes. And 1 more shot, 2 more shots. There goes the last Banshee of Louder. So what has he been building in the meantime? 2 more starports and 2 more barracks, each with tech labs. So Louder now running off of 4 starports and 3 barracks with these 2 bases. Hopefully he has enough gas. It looks like he's got 600 or so saved up, but now he's just making Vikings out of those starports and not making any more Banshees. He did not even make a reactor or a tech lab on these. Darkshines moving into Louder's base, checking out the place with some Vikings. This is the first scouting information he's had in a while. Sees those 4 starports for Louder, so he's going to back off now and try to plan something. Looks like he's loading up his 3 medevacs with all of his ground units and going to go for drop number 2. That first drop, of course, didn't work very well, so hopefully he'll see some better results this time around. And now he enters Louder's base. Louder is kind of in a good position here. However, with all these Marines able to stim and take out these Vikings,